Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today I just finished watching episode 4 of Star Wars Visions called The Village Bride. This one was interesting. It was very similar to the first episode, the Ronin, the duel. It was very similar in the sense of like it's a classical story of this village which is in trouble by these bandits, and then a lone Jedi shows up and basically saves the day at the end, and that's a story that's often repeated in Japanese cinema and old, it's just like an old mythology at this point. We've seen it a dozen times in Star Wars, so here we're kind of getting a slightly different play at it than we had in the first episode, and this one was much more of a slow build. We kind of we see this couple who's just getting married, and they kind of commune with the planet, and the planet shows a little bit of its memory, and then we see this Jedi and her friend, who's like, I don't know if he's like an explorer type of guy. He's like a Lore Santeca type of person, who she's just hanging out with on this planet, and then they go to this couple's wedding, and then they talk about how like, basically the story here is, and it takes a while to get to this. It's like halfway through before we even like learn really what the deal is on this planet, so it's that kind of slow burn. But basically what's happening is that the Separatists used to be based on this planet, and when they left behind a bunch of their battle droids, and then these thugs came along and reprogrammed all the battle droids, and now they basically bully this little village into having all their resources basically, and they're trying to take this girl as collateral, basically just to like, hey, the village is gonna do what we say, they're not gonna put up a fight because we basically have a hostage now. And really that's the deal, that's the premise of what's happening. Now at first I was really iffy on this episode because especially that first half, because like they're talking about the planet and the memory and the the Force, and I'm like, okay, but what's the plot of this episode? And I was getting kind of scared because I was like, this episode's halfway over and I still don't know what's happening. But by the end of it, they pulled it off, and like I said, it's a fairly basic story of like, the bandits show up, the lone warrior shows up and saves the day, saves the small village. It's happened in westerns all the time. But it was done really well. The music was good at like bringing up these really hype moments. That was seeing some battle droids, and specifically the Separatists being mentioned, that was pretty nice, because we've seen a bunch of stormtroopers so far in each of these episodes. We've seen a lot of stormtroopers, so seeing battle droids and that era stuff being incorporated, that was pretty nice. And yeah, I really I really enjoyed this Jedi character that we got. She revealed herself as a Jedi very briefly at the end, and she had like one of those really one slice takes out the bad guy kind of moments, but it was pretty cool. And yeah, like just like with the Marvel What If series that's currently happening, and I'm doing reviews for those, I cannot help but be like, I kind of want continuations on some of these. Like I would not mind a part 2 on some of these series. So who knows? Maybe we'll get that. But anyways, I really enjoyed this one. It was short and simple, but it was like it was more about how would you say it? The music and the picturesque lighting of everything, and it was just really visually, it was really nice. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. All right, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.